Commercial manager. Mr. Hartle, Canadian consulate.
Ese terreno embora. Ese terreno embora, você sabe.
This is actually the first area. So I'm enjoying it. Learning different things. Definitely. Opportunity. It's all about that.
There's a couple of charges.
It's not a good country for us. Well, if I want to learn what they have,
So I am running already. Good things are happening there. That's the things that happen today. I'm not worried about the skill. Don't use the secret. To run together.
You go bottom there, so I can do your watch. Otherwise, I feel the send this pull out. You show them welcome.
Mama nuwa, unabela e, ngonuwa, zonuwa. Mamman, Ndibo, Gwen, Omaha, Gwen, Ndota, Gwen.
Enyi, ka wo oje anja na batando bia yan.
Okay, we're by Yolaka. And if I like the guy, people manal.
People can ask so there. Then
Oh, woman, you should know.
This thing does not understand English, but I have to make an exception to that situation. This is the tradition of where we are. This is the basic kola nut. It's used to welcome August visitors. It's a mark of that we are. It's a mark of reception. So, and the procedure is such that, like an onion that has shell. So you start from the closest. So among us here, I am from the same tribe, Igbo. That's why first it has to come through me, who is the closest among these things. And then our main visitors, which is you now, so I will give you because you are here. Then you now deliver it finally to our main president. So that's the way.
Thank you very much.
President, visitors in our embassy. Harcourt, help me out, please.
I'll come closer.
Which way should I go? Should I go to embassy first? Colin, that applies to you.
Okay, please share the radio. On behalf of all of us, we come to thank you.
Now take it back.
And then now, the procedure has been completed, it's gotten to you, and you've received it. So now, treat it the way it should be. So I think, first thing is first. And then, the next thing is, you needed to take one.
Go right now.
Take one and put in your pocket.
Oh, put in my pocket.
Yes.
Okay.
That seems easy enough.
Just put your hand and take one.
Take the color.
Anyone.
This one?
Yes.
Take both. Take one of these and one of this. Yes, that's our tradition.
So, you put this one in your pocket.
My pocket.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's a cultural procedure. And that says, normally when you get home, by the time you're about to reach this particular one, you put in your pocket. It will remind you of where you went.
Okay.
Good idea.
So,
Embassy.
so now,
Thank you.
one.
The vice president. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes. By the way, Babawa, I wonder why you have you ever heard of it before?
No.
Bring
Special property.
Try it.
Oh, yeah.
Very hot. Very
Do it. It's hot. So that one day, that is good luck. And the ambassador from have your we now move to the other people. Gentlemen, you can sit down. Sit down. Yeah, sit down. Yes.
Thank you.
No, move. After them, you bring back to them. They own it. After them.
Takes a while.
Did he get that?
But with these,
Thank you, sir. Will these? Yes? I'll check one for myself.
Prince, I thought that you always had to break the fall and not minister friendly.
that's what we have done.
But you're going to take it home?
No, you have to take one for one.
That's for the haircut.
Yes. There's a one. Look at it.
What do you call the
Hold on. Is there a name for it? Hold on. The other one is deeper. There's a wow.
So for us, police, army, other such government agencies, they represent for us the boss. This is how we operate. I was explaining sitting in your reception room. Nigeria is not like that. It's not that simple. The authority is in that room. It doesn't wear a uniform. There's two different worlds that exist. Here. It's a real place. It's still the old way, not the new way. The man in the village is, let's say his wife is back in some other crime, some terrible crime. And you ask the man how he wants to deal with it. You know, shall I call the police? That's not where he'll go. Police are peripheral to the thing. Is that he will call the family of whoever committed the crime and bring them, and that matter will get resolved. So there's two different worlds here all the time running along in parallel.
But the chiefs are they are born in the community of chiefs.
Yes, they are prince, so prince and chiefs, prince and the paramount ruler. The paramount ruler, like the king, appoint the chiefs. But they must be born within the chieftain, within the hierarchy of traditional rulers.
But the son of a chief, does he become a chief?
No.
By automatically, but the chief is appointed every time. He doesn't have the natural.
Yes, it is the ruler, the paramount ruler that has that power. Permanent. Even when he's not alive, the children inherit it. They are all prince. The paramount ruler, not the chief.
Okay.
The chief is by appointment or by conferment. Yes.
It varies around the country. Some kingdoms you've got it by birthright, and some you've got by, say, election. Certain places in Ohio that it is decided by election. Other certain places is birthright within that status. So it's a very complicated system.
But the chiefs are in smaller communities. They're probably they have the informal power. That's the way to put it.
Yes, and sometimes they abuse that power. They're put in that position because they've got something supposedly to contribute to both the family and the community. The prince is a hereditary prince by right, and all the paramount rulers, all the Ezes, etc., come and report to them. If you come once a month on a Friday, you'll see maybe 200 traditional rulers here, coming from Anambra, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Imo, and Abia.
He is almost a Nigerian British man. He knows everything. He too has a lot of chieftaincy titles. Yeah, he has a lot of chieftaincy titles. Chief, confactor, Delta. So that's why people want to.
So I understand you've been here many years, right?
Yes,
20 years?
Probably older. I've been more years than she is age. 26 years now. 26. It's almost half my life. But I don't regret it. I was telling him that one day you're speaking with chiefs that have no knowledge of English. This is how it was a few years ago. Next day you're talking to the head of state, and next day, maybe the Princess of England comes and stays with you. These are the things which would never happen in England. In England, I'm an ordinary man, and I pay my ordinary taxes, I drive my ordinary car, etc. But here, you've got a position in society which is enhanced. And particularly when I've been here so long, you have a respect from the other expatriates, and if there's problems, then they tend to come to me.
So, notwithstanding that, of course, also I'm a member of the National Board of Trustees, a trustee of the university.
The trustee of the ruling party.
Yes.
PDP.
Yes. I'm a member of the National Board of Trustees of the PDP. So, even though you may look at us not being the party or the government, we're managing. We're trying to encourage all of you to come ahead. Because for a long time, there was no democracy here. Now that we've taken it, 5 years, we want to decide, get up. state of hatred. That's exactly what we have been passing through.
Well, it's a period of challenge, I think.
Yes. So we ask or request that people should turn the face around and come into this country and to have some developments done. The country will not collapse. It will not go down. We don't have earthquake, we haven't had any before. Yeah. So the country will always remain a country. It depends on the rulership. But no matter the rulership, its aim and objective will be for what he will get and what Nigeria will get. So there will always be Nigeria. No matter what you as an individual gets, Nigeria will still remain. So there will be no cause for anybody to be afraid of investing or assisting to invest or advising for an investment in this country, because there will always be Nigeria. That is what we have.
By the way, we are a company, we are very international, multinational, and we actually we have operations in 6 countries now. Of course, we do projects in close to 90 countries around the world. So one of the things that we have learned is, you can be international, but when you come to local, you are a national. Or when you want to be in a country, you have to behave like the local.
Just
help the locals.
That's clear. When you are in Rome, you behave like the Romans. That's clear. It's not we who started to say that. It came from you people. Now when you are in Rome, you behave like the Romans. Provided you are not losing. Provided, because you can't behave like me if you are losing from me. You can't behave like me. You want to get. But as far as you are gaining from me. So whatever else that is my bad side, you know that you are making profit from me. My bad side does not affect you. My good side is you are getting from my good side because you're getting. But my bad side may be I don't have enough policemen, or I don't have enough military men, or I don't have the managerial ability to manage the police or the army. Then you may hear that there's armed robber, people are robbed in Lagos, in Oshun, or robbed in Port Harcourt. But nobody robbed here. I wouldn't know whether there was robbery in Port Harcourt, unless I hear it in the news. Nobody robbed in Naked, nobody robbed in Cross River, nobody robbed in Imo. So when you use that one robbery, then you now say the whole Nigeria are robbers. It's not like that. It is not true. It's not true. So then you come to investment security. Definitely, nobody just come in and start investment. There must be feasibility. There must be arrangement. There must be down to earth understanding before you invest. So I don't think that you people have been thought of staying for about 15 or 20 years that you have progressed. You have not progressed at all. Because you now run away and left Rudy to start scratching like what do you call it? Not vampire. Well, that's one type of ant we have in our place that always scratches. When in actual fact, it doesn't need to scratch. If you have cultivated if you have tilted the ground very soft, that ant will scratch. The ant will be going like this and then going like that. So that is exactly the way it is. And I know now that you are coming. By the time you go to Apugo tomorrow and come back, or go back. You will make up your mind what Nigeria is like. There is no investment you do here that you are not guaranteed of return of your money unless you go to the wrong hands. Because there's a lot of 419ers, very dubious people in this country.
That's the name for the
Fraudsters.
The ones you get on the internet.
The one you Leonard,
Yes, there are a lot of fraudsters. They pretend. You know, the fraudster, you won't know his house. Give you several addresses. Or in Lagos where you stay, or in Port Harcourt where you stay, or he's a fraudster. He's coming just to defraud. He's not interested. Not thinking about tomorrow. No. But the man in politics have an eye of coming out tomorrow to tell Nigerians, I want to be your president. So he wouldn't want to spoil his face. I'm not talking these people now that are in office because PDP made a mistake. 85% of them are fraudsters. Today, PDP. It was a mistake. You know, when the military wanted to hand over, many of us never knew each other. We never knew one another. We never knew. So everybody came, get nomination for governor for Port Harcourt, governor for Ege, governor for... We never knew ourselves. But now we knew ourselves. We found out that a lot of mistake was made. I think if Nigeria will ever give PDP another chance, I don't think that mistake will be made. Or even if it is another party, I don't think the mistake of not knowing who you are putting in office, I don't think it will be made by Nigerians again. Because Nigerians, they don't do revolution. The moment they vote you in, you are killing, you are stealing, whatever you are doing, they don't report. So now, they now can see that since they don't report, so the proper thing to do is from day one, know exactly who you are putting in office. So Nigeria will be better than what you are seeing today. I assure you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Going through 4 or 5 years of transition now. Maybe.
Yes. That's the proper name for it. We are still transiting. So, Rudy, you're welcome with your team.
Thank you, sir.
And I also say that you don't have to scratch it again, since your horse is young. You have to have legs and hand.
Well, sir, if you will do the tilling, I will walk behind and develop
My brother, that's exactly what we are feeling to all of you, that you now have to walk, not to crawl. Because with the information we have about you, in Nigeria you're not supposed to crawl at all. So you should have stabilized very, very well, like other big countries.
We're open to see how to help out, so that help yourself.
That's great. Very much.
Great. I appreciate very much coming here. I've known the Prince for a few years now. And what he said about choosing the right path is very, very good. If I give lectures in London, and people ask me the question, what's the most important thing? Getting the right path. Because I wouldn't say 95, but maybe 50% of the farmers you'll find here are the ones that eagerly want you to come. The whole 419 is a criminal code based on the British police system. The oil industry here is the be-all and end-all of the economy in this country. The direction in this country is lacking seriously. But the oil industry, led by the multinationals, is actually it's controlling the economy. It's really not the other way around. The oil and gas is, I think it's still 94% of the total revenue. this country.
94%.
94%. In 20 years, this has not changed. Of all the policies in government, agricultural policy, banning imports of this, that, the other, we're still 94% dependent on oil. So there are a lot of opportunities here, and I've been associated with multinational companies all the time I've been here. When we're investing here, we look for our return on investment of between 2 and 3 years. It's third world, it's risk, it's high risk. You wouldn't put your money into the stock market here. Well, maybe not in England at the moment, but the returns are phenomenal with the right base here. And I think that Titan here, you've got a base here, you've got the local knowledge, which is very, very important. You don't have to come here, reinvent the wheel. It's very, very important. And I would advise anybody to take a serious look at Nigeria, particularly in the oil and gas. I think there's a lot of money. There's problems in Warren, which you know about. That this country must solve those problems. The Delta areas are number one. They've got the biggest reserves in the country.
So the trick is to see how to grow the 6%, the non-oil and gas. That sounds like the trick to do.
Well, my own belief is they should start with farming, because in 2 years they can develop the farming industry here very significantly. When they banned the import of rice and wheat back in 90, Arthur, you'll remember this, Idiagbon banned wheat and rice in maybe 84. Within 2 years, this country was almost self-sufficient in those two commodities. So I know the agriculture can be turned around with the right policies within 2 or 3 years. And we've lost the ground up pyramids from Kano, the north. This country, prior to 1960, was wholly dependent on agriculture. And if people ask me, said, oh, we wish the British were still here, I said, well, that's a wrong statement. Maybe independence came 10 years too late, where they would have had a chance to base their whole economy on agriculture, and then the oil would be a premium, like icing on the cake. Or maybe 10 years later, where probably the British would have developed the subsidiary industries, the refineries, the petrochemicals, anything to do with oil. But I think for 12 to 15 years, this country only exported crude oil. That's where the country went completely off the rails.
But today, though, what is I'm sorry. But today, though, what is preventing that downstream value addition, like petrochemicals and others, plastics, etc.? What is preventing that investment?
Well, there's a move towards privatisation here. It's a serious move. Okay, it's got some obstacles, which we know about, relative to BPE and some votes going on at the moment. You're allowed, the Companies Act changed, I think it was late 80s or early 90s, whereby in certain schedules you can come in here and you can own 100% of the industry, which is a very significant move. Fortunately, not many of the world's super industries have taken advantage of that. We haven't really progressed much in the last 20 years.
I think if you come here as an investor from any, it doesn't matter what business you're in, and you come in on a 2-week whistle-stop tour around the country, the probability is you're going to go away saying, no, there's too many problems, too many issues. And somebody said earlier, and of course it's very true, that risk and reward are directly related. Unfortunately, unless you have a lot of local knowledge available to you that you can trust, of course the risks appear so large that whatever the reward, It just doesn't make corporate sense. We were discussing in the car, I was somewhat lambasting this question of corporate decision makers. I said are very poor entrepreneurs. And I think, you know, the whole issue revolves inside that. Whatever industry is going to come here to invest, sooner or later, some human beings are going to come here and look and report back. In a relatively short time, no matter what studies they do, their reports are going to be more negative than positive, because there are many, many obstacles to setting up any industry. In this country, littered with industries. You pass 2 or 3 on the road. Well, someone threw a few $1 million in the bin, and there it is, and it doesn't work. However, if you have an intimate understanding of the problems, there are solutions. There are industries here which work very well and make good money for their owners. But those industries, I don't know how they got it. It's not really my point. My point is that if you take as an outsider, if you come in and look around, you get scared and you'll go away, and the investment won't come. As an insider, you will look and you get frustrated because you can't show those outsiders how to use the confusion to equally manage confusion, if you like. The biggest secret in Nigeria that I ever discovered was, first of all, a bit of frustration that there aren't any rules. No matter what you do, someone can do whatever they want. It takes a long time to dawn on you, but that applies to you as well. Your problem is if you try to run everything to a set of rules which don't actually apply. They're only stuck in your head or in your corporate masters overseas who've got those rules, good and firm. Business here can be very good. It can make a lot of money for its owners. But it has to be run as in Rome with the Romans, etc.
Yeah.
That's a very true statement.
Absolutely.
And very hard to absorb at a corporate level. So nobody should be foolishly throwing money into the country. It'll get lost. But if it's done in the right way, no, it can turn almost any industry could be turned around here and make good money for its owners. But each industry needs its own peculiar set of managers who will address the issues peculiar to their own business, and they can make it work.
And another thing is, in line of what you were talking about, what has been doing, throttling down these policies in the downstream sector. It's like what you say, there has been apathy among investors. The country has been, in bad state for a long time, just like you pointed out. And the people that should have moved that section, that segment of the industry, don't want to care about what is happening here, even with the revision in policies that we have done. They don't know about them. So you find that yes, there has been improvement, progression in the policy issues, but most of the big timers have not cared to learn about it, because for long I've forgotten and I've lost interest in Nigerian market. But like it's telling you now, it's a matter of coming in, seeing what is on ground, and doing it the way. There are a lot of opportunities here. The downstream sector, in the upstream. But it's something that you will discover within, not staying outside, thinking that we hear good news with us. Ironically, it's the bad news that Nigeria is highlighted outside the country. But like the chief said, it's not everything that is within Nigeria. There are pockets of incidences all over the country, in all the different countries. But the local knowledge that comes by being within is what can make a difference in pushing investment into the downstream sector. I think, like you said, the learning, the transition from military psych to
democratic norms. I think it's taking shape. There has been some, but if you, unlike one that never happened in the previous 10 years. Last year, the economy recorded a 10% growth. So, it shows that, yes, democracy, the transition might have these problems here, but it has proven to be better for the country compared to the years of military rule. And I can tell you that from the 10% growth of last year, I believe if we don't surpass 10%, we will go back below 10%. And China, in these 10 years of growth, what prepared it was minimum of 10% GDP growth for the 10 years that it was developing its economy. And it has now fallen below 10% even now. So I think, just like Rudy said, things have changed from what the outside world knew about Nigeria, but they haven't cared less to come and see what is happening. And I believe that the message you get by coming physically and hearing from the guys he knows Nigeria more than me, I 26 years. I don't know how old am I. So it shows you that people that know, people that are inside the country knows what is going on. It's not like what we hear from outside.
And ironically, the people who can help solve many people solve Nigerian problems from the physical end of the thing, it's our kind of business that can actually convert political will to reality. What we do is exactly what they need. They need engineers and constructors, multidisciplinary, right across the industry, to build things. And one step that has clearly been missed in the past and has done a lot of damage is not just building the thing, because that's what happens in the past. They build a beautiful facility, they commission it, then everybody goes home, and it goes straight down the toilet. Each facility, whatever it might be, a pineapple canning factory, fine, build the factory, but you have to install long-term management to run the thing. Until you can instill inside those who are coming along with the management how to run this thing properly, and how to see that by recycling money inside the plant, you're maintaining the plant, you're setting aside money for developing the plant tomorrow. You've got money for training others so that you can take care of succession of people as you move along. These kind of concepts, they're not inbuilt. We talk. You've seen so many.
Some of these projects that get started, get built, and after a while they die. Is it the technical side of the thing, or is it the business side? You're not able to market the product, or something that was not done right, or is it the lack of management?
The problem is that most large ventures, talk about petrochemical, talk about APCO, refineries, they're all